with Nicole, and today we have something out of the ordinary happening. We have a healthy recipe. Yes, me, lover of butter, disciple of cheese, is going to make you a healthy chicken soup. Now this is a lovely, really delicious, really satisfying chicken soup, and it has quinoa in it, it's got lemon, and it's delicious, and I promise you, you won't miss all of that butter and cheese because I don't. But we can do the butter and cheese another time as well. So to start with, what you need is a heavy bottomed pan, like those heavy bottomed girls that Freddie Mercury always talked about. Okay, I'm going to heat up some olive oil. And here I have about 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Do not skimp on good olive oil for this because this is the only fat going into your dish. And like I say, fat is flavor. This recipe is super easy. It has very few ingredients and it packs quite a punch of flavors in the end. So you don't need too much to make this dish go a long way. You just need some love and some vegetables and you'll be good. Okay, so once it's hot, you're going to add half a cup of onion which has been diced. Now you can use a white onion or a brown onion. I have Spanish onions on hand all the time. I'm Indian, I make a lot of curry. So I'm just going to use some red onion. And start stirring it around to coat it in the oil. Just let your onions cook for about little more than half a minute. You just want them to get slightly translucent before you add your next veggies in. Make sure they don't burn and don't color. So we eat healthy about 80 to 85% of the time, and that little bit of 20% is for the soul. You've got to feed your soul as well, alright? But you also want to stay healthy, right? Because who doesn't want to live a long life where you can eat way more food and experience so many great things, because life is pretty cool, okay? Let's be honest. It's pretty awesome. And next you're going to add half a cup of carrots. Now you can dice up your carrots if you want. I like my carrots grated because I have a problem with carrots, but that's just me. They're delicious in soups and they're very necessary. So here I just have half a cup of grated carrot. So this is classic in the base of soup. So you have celery and carrots and onions, and that is perfect for a really nice hearty soup. You want to do this all on a high flame and you want to keep moving the mix around so it doesn't burn at all. Okay. Next I have 1/3 cup of celery and about 3 chilies. And if you don't like a very hot soup or you don't like spice at all, go ahead, completely take out the chilies, don't add them in, no one will know, it's be fine. But I like a little bit of spice in life, so I'm going to add these in. So about 3 chilies, and I've kept the seeds in. Because it's not that spicy in the end, because you'll have the quinoa and the chicken and also the stock. And these are 5 cloves of garlic that I grated on a plain grater, and I'm just going to add that in. You want to get a lot of flavor from the healthy ingredients you're putting in there. So the cooking matters and the quality of your ingredients really matter. Okay, next you're going to lower your flame a little. Like I was saying, this is a really simple soup, so I try not to do too much to it flavor-wise because I don't want to make it too difficult for you to source out these ingredients. So if you have any dried herbs that will go with an Italian soup or any sort of just lovely, nice, light soup, go ahead and add that in at this point. But what I like to add is some dried sage at this point. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle in some sage. Even if you have fresh sage, oh beautiful. But then I would recommend adding some butter and then it wouldn't be so healthy anymore. Okay, so about half a teaspoon. If you don't have any of the sage, you can also add coriander stalks at this point. Like clean the stalks and add just the stalks chopped up. It'll also help you layer flavors. Next, you're going to get your quinoa. And over here, I just have white quinoa. You can use whatever color quinoa you want, but just follow the basic cooking time that your packet says for the quinoa, okay? So this is about half a cup. And I'm going to put it in with the mix of vegetables that I have going on and do like a sofrito stage and kind of coat it like you would do for a risotto. That's what I'm going to do. So that way I'm going to get the nuttiness out of the quinoa, and I'm also going to get all of it to incorporate properly. So you stir the quinoa about for like, I would say 25 seconds. You just want to make sure it toasts and you'll be able to smell it actually. You'll have this nuttiness in the air that's quite delicious. Now the best way and the only way to get flavor into quinoa is to cook it in a stock, okay? You always want to flavor the liquid that you're cooking it in, because by itself quinoa does not have a very big flavor and it will take on whatever flavor you add to the liquid. So over here I have 1.5 liters of chicken stock. And as you can see, I heated my chicken stock before adding it to the soup because I don't want the cold temperature of a stock to bring down the temperature of my entire mix and of the pot itself. Okay, so you want to have your stock hot as well. So just stir at this point, put it on a high flame. Now if you make your own chicken stock at home, great. If you don't, buy some, buy a good quality chicken stock. Test different chicken stocks out so you know which one works for you. And I have no problem with people buying chicken stock as well. So you're going to wait for your soup to start boiling, alright? And at this point, we're going to add our salt and pepper as well as some lime zest. So here I have a really big pinch of salt and pepper. And I do use sea salt for this. I just think it goes better. It tastes better with it. I can't say anything else. Okay, now I'm going to get some zest. Now, if you have lemons on hand, you can zest a lemon. But if you want something slightly punchier, you can use a lime as well. I'm going to use a lime today. A little bit of the lemon or lime zest. It's just to add that lemony bright flavor right from the base itself. Okay. Next, I have my chicken breast. Now this is around 250 grams of chicken breast, and this is just like one side. And I'm just going to put that in completely like this. Okay. Don't worry about it. We're going to shred it later on. Then I'm going to lower my flame. And I'm just going to cover and let it cook until my chicken is cooked. So say about 12 to 15 minutes for that thickness of chicken breast, alright? The breast is obviously going to cook differently based on how thick it is. So it's been about 12 to 15 minutes and my chicken is cooked. I just checked it a few seconds earlier. And look at the broth, it's cooked really nicely and delicately on a low flame, okay? So now you're just going to get your chicken out and you're going to shred it once it cools slightly. Also, you can use chicken breast on the bone, by the way, it just adds to the flavor. I normally do use chicken breast on the bone. And this is roughly a serving for 2 people, and sometimes this meal will last us for a meal and a half. And by the half, I mean I have some for breakfast. Okay, just put this to the side. Don't want your chicken to overcook. Now you're just going to check and see if your quinoa has cooked as well. And the way to tell that quinoa has cooked is to make sure that the tails on the quinoa grains itself have kind of opened up. Alright? Then you taste and you check for salt, and that's your preference. And you're also going to add about 1/3 cup of some lime or lemon juice. I have lime juice over here. After you've shredded all of your chicken, you can add the whole thing back into the soup if you like. Or if you want to be slightly more fancy in presentation, you can serve out your soup and then put a little bit of the shredded chicken and then the yogurt on top, which I'm going to show you how to make in a few seconds. And then I'll show you how to serve as well. What I'm going to do is just plonk it all inside in an effort to save time. Just give it a nice stir. And can you see how the quinoa keeps absorbing the liquid? So it does get slightly more plump and everything is so full of flavor, it's delicious. So just before serving, I get my yogurt topping ready, okay? This adds that lovely creaminess and the silkiness to the entire soup. And over here, I just have a little less than half a cup of Greek yogurt, so it's really nice and thick. And to this, I'm going to add about 3 jalapenos. Now you can add more if you want it spicier, or less if you want it less spicy, or none at all. You want to kind of whisk it so that the yogurt gets even fluffier. Okay, so that's done. Set that aside. Get your bowl ready. You need a big soup ladle like this. Okay, so just get a nice big ladle of the soup and gently go in. This is such a nice, wholesome, fulfilling meal to have. It really is one of my favorite soups now. So we normally do this for lunch or dinner, and that's why we do quite a nice big serving. So the best part about quinoa is it has lesser calories than rice. It also has more protein and fiber. And that's why maybe you should swap out some of your rice for quinoa once in a while to seem a little bit healthy like we do in this house. Next, you're going to add your lovely Greek yogurt topping. And this is really crucial to the dish. If someone doesn't want it, say, no, please come back here, try it like this. It's delicious. Just before you add your yogurt, you can add a little bit more lime or lemon. I like doing both apparently. I have both on hand. And then a nice big dollop of the yogurt right in the middle. I clearly like extra yogurt, and that's why there's such a massive dollop in my soup. And then you have some lovely fresh coriander that you just go all over with. And that's it, It's done, it's time to eat, people. I'm so hungry and it smells so good. I can't wait to tuck it. I'm gonna try and not burn myself. So good. You can taste every ingredient that's in the soup, and that's the best part. Nothing gets lost in the mix. You can taste the carrot, the onions, the celery, the sharpness of the garlic, the slight hit of chili. And the best part is, you know it's good for you, it's healthy, and you can just add as much yogurt as you want, or don't if you're being super healthy. But I strongly recommend that you add the Greek yogurt with a little hit of jalapenos. Perfection. I love this soup. I hope you guys try out this soup. I hope you make it for a cold winter night or after a day of a lot of working out and being super strong. Try out our recipes and be sure to subscribe to our channel. I love you in the morning, I love you in the noontime, I love you, ash will till the sun goes down.